Tom Clark's Main Event is a Boink Studios production. Follow us on Twitter and Facebook at Boink Studios, and check us out on boinkstudios.com, where you can see all of our projects, past, present, and future. And now, on with the show.
This is Daddy's show. Step off.
Hey, what is up? Welcome back to the program, folks. Thank you for tuning in. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Tom Clark, and this is Tom Clark's Main Event. We're back once again here on Facebook Live. Glad you are with us. We're also recording today. The show will post on YouTube and is always available on boinkstudios.com. Don't forget to subscribe on iTunes, Google Play, and iHeartRadio. This is episode number 121, and yes, we're moving right along here on Facebook Live. I want to thank everyone for joining us here, of course, and for coming back each and every week. Much thanks to Heidi Ryan and the whole crew at Wrestling Rumors for giving us this platform. We do greatly appreciate it. So episode number 120 was Ring of Honor, NXT UK, and other stuff. We covered both shows and also talked about loads of stuff from all corners of the business. But this week we're moving on to a brand new episode, a brand new subject. Stuff's coming this weekend, man. How's everyone feeling out there today? We have said some hellos so far. Let's see. So, how's everyone doing? Like I said, we've already said hello, but I'm still seeing people showing up. Keith, what's up, my friend? Thank you for hanging out. Already getting questions about, Jenna says John Cena's Facebook page is live. Man, I'm up against it today, man. I'm competing with WWE's Facebook page and John Cena. The good news about Cena's page is if you try to click over and watch, you're going to be wasting your time because obviously you can't see him. And WWE's page is just going to be, what's her name? Help me out here. I can't remember her name. She's got like that annoying smile and she kind of gets on your nerves. What I'm trying to say is, don't click over and watch anyone else's show. Is this like Tony Schiavone when he was telling you that that Mick Foley's winning the WWF Championship is going to put butts in the seats and you all instantly click over like I did? Click, let's watch Raw. Don't no one do that. We're friends, aren't we? Kathy Kelly, thank you, Chris. Hello, Philip in Philadelphia. Philip, it's very fortuitous that your name is Philip in Philly. There you go. Joshua, what's up, my friend? People is still coming in, yo. Good to see everyone here today. Happy Friday to you. We got a big show. Not going to waste any more time. Don't want to upset anybody and let anybody think that this is not a pro wrestling show because it most certainly is. See the shirt? Don't let the pop vinyls behind me fool you. The top two shells are pro wrestling. By the way, I got the Hardy Boys this week. Pretty happy with that little investment. I shouldn't say investment. I should say purchase. The wind's howling. It's cold outside. Sun's out. Don't care. It's warm in here. And we're ready to talk about the Rumble. So let us move on with the program, shall we? That's right, folks. This time the main event is the Royal Rumble and NXT Takeover Phoenix preview. Shisha! That's right. We've got two big events to cover today. Lots of stuff. Loads of stuff to talk about. Hope you guys are ready and hope you guys have some questions. Ray, what's up? I'm not ignoring you, my friend. Okay, so all right, so as everyone starts throwing random stuff at me, and that's totally cool, glad everyone's choosing to hang out with me today, we're going to go ahead and start talking about the Rumble. So we're going to go down the card, and if you guys want to bounce around, it's perfectly fine. As always, I'm the master of ceremonies here on the show, and if I will try to keep us on task and on target, but if you guys want to bounce around, I'm perfectly fine with that. I like the open format kind of vibe, and we will be loosely organized as always. If that works for you, that works for me. Okay, so let's get on with this, shall we? Let's cover the Rumble first. You want to cover TakeOver first? Screw it, let's cover TakeOver first. Want to? Want to do that? Let's cover the Rumble first. We're going to cover the Rumble. I've decided. All right, let us start off with the kickoff match, Rusev. That's right, folks. It's Rusev Day against Shinsuke Nakamura. Rusev, United States Champion, defending against Shinsuke Nakamura. Is anyone excited about this match at all? Nakamura has been relegated to the kickoff match. Now, that does not mean... Joshua? What's up, Joshua? I have no idea what you're talking about, brother. Jimmy says Lars Solo will make his debut at the Rumble. I mean, it's possible. I don't know what's going on with Lars right now. Supposedly he had a anxiety attack or panic attack, one of the two, maybe both. I don't know. All right, so listen, we've got Rusev defending against Nakamura. You can make a great, big, bold political statement about the situation in WWE when you've got one of the world's best talents, Shinsuke Nakamura, in the kickoff match of the Royal Rumble. And I guess if you guys want to talk about that, we can. Do I think it's bogus? Yeah, I do. Do I think it's par for the course in WWE? Yeah, I do. I'm not hating on the company, not trying to. It is what it is. They've got a stacked deck. When you got that many high number cards, everyone's got to go somewhere. It's a shame that Nak is on the kickoff show. I think he's doing what he can. No, Tyler, I don't think you're going to see Omega at the Rumble. He is contracted through New Japan through the end of January. I would be shocked. He would be in breach of contract if he showed up. Anything's possible. I don't have a fortune. I'm not a fortune teller. I don't have a crystal ball here, but I'm pretty sure he's contracted through the end of January. So I think you have what you have. So yeah, Isaac says Rusev wins on Rusev Day. We're not spending a lot of time on this if you don't want to. Yeah, Chris from Greens brings up a good point. Last year, Nak won the Rumble. Look where we are, my friends, in 2018 versus 2019. What a difference a year can make. Nakamura went from winning the Rumble and challenging AJ Styles and then kicking him between the legs like 143 times. He beat Goldberg's streak of winning matches by kicking AJ Styles in the testicles. So that was fun for no one, okay? So, absolute nonsense. It happened all the time. Like death and taxes, baby. Only 4 things in this life certain, okay? Death, taxes, Keith Richards, and Nakamura kicking AJ between the legs. I'm just saying. It's got a little bit ridiculous, didn't it? Yeah. So... People talking about Abyss and Sanjay Dutt. Rebecca said Nakamura posts pics of water towers. He does. I follow him on Instagram. It's interesting. He's obsessed with them. You're right. Abyss and Sanjay Dutt have traveled to WWE. They're on the way. The scuttlebutt now online, what I've read, what people have told me, inside sources, have told me that they are not going to be in ring talents, that they're going to be behind the scenes. Now, can you not have Abyss versus Undertaker? They didn't do an Undertaker versus Sting. I don't care about Abyss versus Undertaker. If you're not going to do Taker and Sting, I don't give a crap about Abyss versus Taker. That's just me, okay? So no, I don't see that. But yeah, Sandy says Abyss is a trainer. I totally see that. Hello, Alma. Welcome to the show. How are you? Could Stinger and Pentagon Jr. be a surprise entrant in the Rumble? Pentagon is cinched up through Lucha Underground. I don't know how solid that contract is. I think it's coming up soon. But I can tell you this, Alma, to your point. The Lucha Brothers, there's going to be a bidding war for those two cats because they are in high demand. Phoenix and Pentagon Jr. for sure. I think you're going to see all companies. And it's fun to say all companies now, isn't it? WWE, Ring of Honor, Impact, New Japan, and AEW. Very cool. Abyss versus Bray Wyatt, Miss Lopez. I love where your head's at. I like that idea. Don't know if we're going to see it, but I'd buy that for $1. Sandy says, Boogeyman is a surprise entry. Bite your tongue clean out of your head. Yeah. So, okay. So let's move on from that match, shall we? Let's go ahead and talk about WWE Cruiserweight Championship. It's another kickoff match. Buddy Murphy versus Akira Tozawa versus Kalisto versus Hideo Itami. This match could be a curtain jerk or a main event on any card in any company, any town, any city, any country in the entire world. Because these guys are going to absolutely bring it. If you think I'm wrong, you're wrong. Sorry, my apologies. Sorry for your situation. This is going to be a good, solid match. High spot, high spot, high spot, rinse, repeat. It's okay. All 4 of these cats know how to work. All 4 of these cats know how to sell. It's going to be just fine. I think you're going to be going, oh my God, that was good at the end of this match. And you should. They deserve your props because they're killing it. All 4 of these guys. It's a shame they don't have enough people, giving 205 love. But at the same time, 205 Live is killing it, firing on all cylinders most of the time. So yeah, if you've not watched that show or you're not giving it a chance, do yourself a favor and watch it. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised by this. See, Isaac and Brandon both say Buddy wins. Sandy goes with Itami. I think Alan says, well, Becky wins the men's Rumble. She is the man, Alan. What are you suggesting here? That we're going to have to gender type her? Don't anyone get upset. I'm making a haha, okay? I love 205 Live as well, for sure. I think it's going to be a fun match, for sure. Can't wait to see it. All right, so let's move on. We'll go ahead and hit the next match if you guys want to. Cool with me. So we've got predictions. I think someone predicted Rusev in the kickoff match. All right, if you're going to nail me down, for God's sake, you crazy people. If you're going to nail me down on a prediction for the Cruiserweight Championship match, I'm just going to go with Murphy. I don't see him losing the belt. I think he's going to retain. I'd like to see Tommy win it, but I think I'll go with Murphy on that. All right, let's get to one that makes no sense to any of us, okay? SmackDown Tag Team Champions The Bar versus The Miz and Shane McMahon, World's Greatest Tag Team. That's just a joke. Don't shoot me in the face. Hello, Chris. SmackDown is going to Fox in the fall. The fall. That's when you can expect it. I think August, September, October, something like that, I believe. Does anyone care about this match? Does anyone care at all about Shane McMahon and The Miz taking on The Bar for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships? I have no idea. Ray says Miz turns. I think we all believe that Miz is going to turn. The only problem, and I said this to you guys like a month ago, 2 months ago, last year, whatever it was something like that, who knows. But I said this to you then, I'll say it to you now. I was on board with the Miz turn. It made complete sense. Miz is like, you stole my thunder at Crown Jewel. Who do you think you are? I plotted, I planned, I schemed, I made you believe, and then I stabbed the knife in just like you did to me. The only problem I have is the night that Shane agreed to be his partner. He said, you understand, if you screw me, there's going to be ramifications to that. There's going to be consequences. Had he not said that, I would be perfectly fine with that. But now, if I'm WWE, I'm going, oh God, we just gave away the ending on live TV. What were we thinking? Now, whether or not WWE believes that or, goes to that, I have no idea. Don't have any clue. But at the same time, to me, in my opinion, you've ruined it already. That's me talking. That's just me. What's up, Jason? Welcome back to the show. Isaac says, I love The Miz, but dislike the storyline with Shane. It's a bit of an odd bird, isn't it? Not only really know what's going on right now. Mac, I'm sorry, I don't want to butcher your name. Says, killing Miz the storyline. I don't know if you're killing him. He's getting mic time. He's getting airtime. He's being funny and entertaining as always. I don't know if you're killing him. If you're talking about what the potential outcome could be, well, then maybe. Who knows? Maybe Shane turns heel. Ooh, Alan. Alan just made a ha-ha moment, but it's a good aha. Maybe it's not a ha-ha moment, it's an aha moment. There you go. Get your letters in the correct fashion there, Tom, you writer, you. That's me. So, good freaking point. Freaking Shane turns heel, turns over the apple cart, busts the thing, breaks the wheels on the sucker. So maybe he will. What's his motivation? He's a McMahon, and all McMahons are black in their soul, in their hearts. It's my best Vince. Not my best. Not going to get the best because that's a loud impression. I don't want to burst anyone's eardrums out there. So, I said the moment the McMahon family took over both brands, it's only a matter of time for they all turn heels, screw all the baby faces, the heels win every week. Hey, let's all raise our hands and pose for the hard cam because, yay, evil wins all the time. Good can suck. So, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Nothing would shock me. This is WWE we're talking about here. You have to be able to separate your passion and your feelings. I'm smiling because it's hard to do because I'm guilty of doing the same thing. You have to be able to separate your views of what a pro wrestling company should be and WWE, which is not always the best pro wrestling company out there. I'm just saying. Joe says, R-Truth number 30 is a joke. Joe, I'm going to tell you right now, that opinion is a joke, my friend. You take that back. To your point, Joe, I have no idea what they're doing there. I love R-Truth. I do. Former World Heavyweight Champion. I'm just saying. Love Truth. I love that he's still there. I hope that Truth's there another 20 years. He should be. I love that. God will do whatever you ask. You want me to look like a clown? I'll do it. You want me to go out there and have a 20-minute great match? I'll do it. You want me to go out there and dance? I'll do it. You want me to sing? I'll do it. You want me to rap? I'll do it. He's easy. He's easy to work with. In the ring, on the mic, behind the scenes. Have you ever heard anything negative about our Truth? I'll wait. That's right, you haven't. Because there's nothing negative to say. Truth's a team player. Truth's a team player. He's an entertainer. He's a born entertainer. Love that guy. Yes, Tim. Absolutely. Little Jimmy's 29. That's perfect. Like and then they play Truth's music and nothing happens. That would be kind of cool. Have they ever done that? Did I fall asleep on that? Sandy says Ryder and Hawkins are awesome. We'll get to that. Okay. Let's move on here. Are we picking? We're going to say that more than likely, no matter what the outcome of the SmackDown Tag Team Championship match is something going to happen between Miz and Shane, all right? That's it. Truth. True story. All right, so let's move on. This is a good old match that every one of you people is going to want to talk about all day long, and you should because it's going to be good. The SmackDown Women's Championship on the line is Asuka, the Empress of Tomorrow. She ain't about today, baby. She's all about tomorrow, okay? The future is live, and it's happening right now. Asuka versus the man, the myth, the legend, the one and only Becky Lynch. So, full disclosure, going to go see SmackDown February 26th in Charlotte, North Carolina. And your boy bought Becky's shirt. Says the man. Don't care. Come at me. All right. I'm a fan. Can't help it. So, so let's talk about this. Do we see Becky winning the title? We can all pretty much be guaranteed that the main event of WrestleMania 35 is going to be a combination of Charlotte, Becky, and Ronda in the main event for the championship, for a championship or a variation thereof. Could be a triple threat, could be two singles matches, and the single match of the night being Becky versus Ronda, Ronda versus Charlotte is my guess. But I think we all agree that's what's going to happen. Sandy says Asuka retains because Charlotte will screw her. Interesting. Asuka retains and Becky wins the Rumble. Is Becky in the Rumble that night? Is Becky in the Becky's not in the Rumble, is she? Am I wrong? Am I crazy wrong here? Thomas says Becky is the man. Of course she wins. Her fan base has gotten way too big. Well, Thomas, if they gave out championships based upon fan bases, Zack Ryder would have been a world champion like 4 times. Just my take. Valid point. Just my take. Asuka wins because Ronda, Charlotte, and then triple threat at Mania. Yeah, Mitchell, I'm with you. I still see a triple threat. She pulls an Edge. Ooh, well, okay. Yeah. Hey, all right. Ronda has to drop her title if she's leaving. I said, well, okay, Christopher. So let's talk just a sec about Christopher here. What just said about Ronda. So, whole bunch of stuff being said about Ronda. Supposedly, Ronda's contract is not up until 2021. Just because if she decides to leave in 2019, and that's not been verified by her or the company, to be honest. Supposedly, she does want some time. She wants to start a family. Wants to have a kid or 3. I'm making that up. Kudos to her. Sweet, great, that's cool. Don't know what that means for a career, but in the grand scheme of things, career second, life, family first, right? So nothing's been written in stone. If she is, I don't know that she would need to drop the title at WrestleMania. We'll see. You could very well be right. Yeah, that's the rumors that she wants to take some time off for sure. Tim, thank you. No chance. Hardly no chance of Omega being in the Rumble. What's up, Angel? What's up, man? So no chance. Virtually no chance. Anything can happen, like we said before. Never say never in this business, 'cause you're crazy if you do. Okay, but he is contracted through New Japan through the end of January, and by my count, that is not Sunday. He'll be in breach of contract if he shows up. Yeah. I don't see that, and WWE wouldn't allow that to happen. Could anything happen? Sure. A handshake deal on the Saturday night before where all of a sudden it's like, we give you our blessing. They all bow to each other, and Omega goes on his merry way, shows up, Phoenix, there you go, bam, Bob's your uncle, he's in the Rumble. I don't know. I don't know. I'd be shocked. Absolutely shocked. Banks and Bailey win the women tag team belts. Tim, yes, thanks, I believe you're right. Velveteen Dream, new number 30 and wins. Ooh. So because Truth is kind of out of his mind, he doesn't even show up. Like they play his music at the end, and they're all waiting looking at the ramp, and then he doesn't show up, and the music goes off, and someone else's music hits. Could be. Never know. I don't think Taker's in the Rumble. Don't believe so. Alma did. You went to WWE Live, right? Did you have a great time? Awesome. No, I don't think. No, Andrew, I don't think Truth lost his spot. I'm just saying, like he's like up here. So maybe something happens and he gets his wires crossed, or someone could jump him backstage. It's always a possibility, right? Okay, so have we? What's your prediction? Who you got? You got to hit me, baby. Becky or Asuka? Who's walking away with the SmackDown Women's Championship? Becky beating Asuka, Ronda beating Banks, Charlotte winning Rumble to set up triple threat with both titles on the line. Martin just booked the whole thing all the way through April 7th. Crazy. You could be right, man. Chris, I don't have any word of Rock wrestling at Mania. He is booked up filming. I don't I would be surprised because it's not just a show up on a Monday and then show up on the next Sunday at Mania. It's not how it works. You know that. Training involved, getting yourself ready for the ring again, all that good stuff, laying out storylines, vignettes, promos, appearances, that kind of thing. It's a big, long haul. I'd be surprised. Jim goes with Becky. Becky the Man will win to face Charlotte at Mania. Okay. Owens will come in at number 30. Sure. Why not? Becky. Everyone's saying Becky. Asuka ain't got no chance, yo. According to you guys. I think anything could happen. Interesting to see. So let's move on to the next match. We're kind of already talking about it. Raw Women's Champion Ronda Rousey versus Sasha Banks. Sasha. All right, the boss. So this storyline came from out of nowhere. I recently wrote a piece for ProWrestling.com. Yes. That Sasha had no idea it was even going to happen until the day of. That's WWE, baby. We're going to tell you the day of. Oh, by the way, tonight you're going to start a program with Ronda Rousey. The most over superstar we have. Have fun. Wait, what? That's the reaction. It's a pleasant reaction, right? But still, she had no idea. True story. But that's WWE, Jack. That's how they roll. You guys should know that, right? That's how they roll. It is what it is. But, yeah. So, who you got in this match? Is there any way that Ronda loses the title? So, I think Sasha is a speed bump maybe on the way to something else. I love Sasha. I do. I'm sorry. I've got love for Sasha. Can't help it. So, yeah, I have no problem with if she were to win the match. Sure. Brandon says Sasha wins to start setting up for the 4-on-4 horsewoman match. Interesting. Joshua says I call Sasha Banks winning match by tap out. Boy, man, you're going to go all out with that, baby, aren't you? That's a holy cow. That'd be huge, wouldn't it? Will Dean Ambrose get a push after Rumble? I heard he is unhappy. I don't know about him being unhappy, Joe. I guess anything could happen. Let's see. Again, Bayley helps Ronda win. Feud, Bayley and Sasha begins. Maybe. Shut up. She is not your cousin. Josh was trying to pull the wool over your eyes. Don't let her do it. Let him do it. I'm sorry. Let's see. Heard Banks was quitting. Nah, I don't get that, Ray. I don't get that at all. I think Sasha, that's her dream job. She's wanted to do this since she was a kid. I'd be stunned if she quit. Not saying I couldn't happen. You might be right, but I'd be stunned. Sorry, Joshua, relax. Paul says just want it to be a good match. Not sure about the in-ring chemistry in this one. Yeah, I agree with that. Ronda against the best talents can look rough at times. And it's not that she doesn't know what she's doing. I'm not one of those cats that sits around and says, Ronda can't work. She's terrible. That's not me, man. I don't believe that a bit. I think Ronda never would have gotten in the ring. I don't think WWE would have allowed her to get in the ring if she weren't ready. I think it's a matter of pride. It's a matter of ego. It's a matter of wanting to do the right thing by the company that paid all this money to you and by the business that you grew up loving. Roddy Piper, the whole nine. I don't think she ever would have stepped between the ropes if she didn't feel like she could do it. And I think she's been fine. Again, she has moments, but don't they all have moments? To just be honest with you, unless your name is, I don't know, Shawn Michaels, maybe Ric Flair, Dusty Rhodes. That's just me. Okay, so Alma says maybe Nikki Cross talking about the Rumble. Okay, so we're gonna get to the matches. Everyone, hang on, we're getting there. Okay. But do I think Shane will wear Miz? Yeah, I do. Absolutely. Yep. No doubt about it. People are saying Sasha's going to win the Rumble. Okay, cool. Brian says, I'll become the new Universal Champion on Sunday. Well, Brian, Godspeed to you, my friend. Hold your breath and get ready because Brock's going to hit those Germans like crazy. Okay, so let's get on with... all right, so we could talk about the Rumble matches. All right, let's talk about the 2 championship matches, then we'll circle back around to the Rumble matches. That make sense to you? All right, let's talk about Daniel Bryan, AJ Styles, WWE Championship on the line. How you guys feeling about this one? Tequila, what's up? Welcome back to the show. Okay, so Adam says we're going to see the Demon King. I don't think so, Adam. Just my take. Finn gave an interview recently where he talked about he felt like maybe he had been leaning on the Demon King character a little bit too much. I agree with that sentiment. Finn's proven he can get over without the gimmick. If you prove you can get over without the gimmick, you need to. He's not Sting. Sting without face paint probably could have been effective as well, but Sting with the face paint is an icon, okay? So I can see where he'd want to stay out of that for a while anyway. Makes sense. Everyone's saying AJ. Holy cow. Steven, welcome back to the show, man. No worries. Mitchell says Daniel retains. Patsy says AJ. Francisco. Ooh, that's fun to say. Francisco. Have you got that line yet from Elf? Have you? I love that line. Thank you, my friend. I've got Jake on the shelf as well with Damien around his neck. So, let's see. Someone says Daniel will win. Daniel Bryan to retain. We've got, man, it's starting to get split down the middle here. Wouldn't it be wow if Shane and Miz won the belts? I would love it. Okay, sure. Brock versus Finn. Brock equals Brock versus Bryan 2.0. You could be right. The new Daniel Bryan wins. AJ contract up soon. No re-up. That's a real story. Match be good as usual. I don't know about that's a real story or not. AJ's got friends everywhere, but he's got his dream job. He's getting paid. What's AJ got left to prove? What's he got left to do? Now, I said this before on this show, and I'll say it again. What's he got left to do in WWE? With the exception of working Shawn Michaels or Triple H, what's AJ got left to do? Or Taker? And he's probably 10 years too late for all three of those guys. I don't think he's got anything left to do. So by that logic, maybe he could jump to AEW. I don't know. Let's see. Rebecca says Bryan for the win by cheating. Finn for the win because Corbin comes out to interfere and messes it up. Ooh, interesting plot twist. Ms. Lopez says, what is going on with Ziggler? My dear, if I knew the answer to that, I'll be more than happy to tell you. Rumors were that he wanted out. His contract was up. Wanted to leave. Now the story is that's not true. I don't have any idea. I'd love to see him ply his craft somewhere else. Get rid of that terrible name because it's a god-awful name and I've hated it from day one. His name is Nick Nemeth and he could definitely get over with that name or a variation thereof. Let's see. Adam asked if we could see a big push with Samoa Joe soon. I suppose, but we've already seen a big push with Joe and it didn't go anywhere. It tends to fall flat every time for whatever reason. Oh, I don't dislike Dolph at all. Not a bit. I like him a lot. Tequila says, I hope Finn comes out as the Demon King. Well, yeah, we talked about that a little bit already. I'm not hating your idea. I just don't think they've set it up at all. If they wanted to shock everyone, they could. I said before that the only way to legitimately beat Brock Lesnar is to get inside of his head. And the only way you get inside of his head, and I compared it before and I'll say it again, it's Andre and Jake with the snake. Andre was deathly afraid of snakes and he's, oh no, and he's backing up and pointing at him and stuff. That to me is the only way you get this done, is that Brock, he gets inside Brock's head, plays mind games with him, but dude, we're like 3 days out. I don't know if that's going to happen. Do you know what I mean? Joe is a great heel. Can't argue with that at all. So we're kind of split on AJ and Daniel right now. Completely see that. Everyone's talking about Finn. Let's go ahead and talk about Finn. Universal Champion Brock Lesnar versus your boy, Finn Balor. Balor Club live and in full effect on January 27th. So, Finn beats Brock just like Eddie did in 2004 at No Way Out. Brandon, a lot of people are making that comparison. A lot of people make that comparison. I see that on one hand. On the other hand, I don't. Eddie was poised for great things. Finn is as well, but they've never proven they're going to do right by that guy, in my humble opinion. I love Finn. I do. I think he's had potential from the day he stepped foot in that company and before. But at the same time, they haven't proven anything to me. Prove it. They're talking about, I believe in Finn Balor. You should believe in Finn Balor. And I'm like, baby, a lot of us believed in Finn Balor long before you told me to, right? Come on. Don't fall for the PR stunts, folks. That's what they do in that company. It's fine. They work you. They're a pro wrestling company. They're entitled to work you. That's what they do. Brenda, what's up? Thanks. Welcome back to the program. Thanks for hanging out. So Finn with the upset gets the title he never lost. John, I like that idea. And does that set up Finn and Seth at the WrestleMania 35? Seth wins the Rumble. I think it does. Finn wins dirty. It could work. That's maybe the only way you can beat Brock, unless your name is Roman Reigns and it took you 3 years to beat the guy. I don't know. That's me talking. A couple of different people talking about will Finn win the title that he never lost. I'm okay with that. Balor Club for life. Give him his belt back. Jim says, too bad Finn won't win because I'm sure Vince won't let him beat his precious beast. Boy, that's the feeling from a lot of people right now, man, about Finn, about Brock Lesnar and Finn, to be honest. And I can completely see that as well because, let's be honest. Brock goes over on everyone. We've established here on the program multiple times before, and you guys know that because you've been listening because you're a smart audience and you always listen, that Brock gets over on everyone. No one gets over on Brock. Last guy to do it was Roman. He's the only guy to do it. To get an unanswered win, and then that's that, and go home. No one else has done it. So, everyone, whoever's beaten Brock comes back and beats them. That's how we do this. Jimmy says, Finn, AJ Rollins, and Joe are the best things. WWE has to screw them up every time. Yeah, well, it happens, man. For whatever reason, it happens. I can't argue your point, though. Be glad when Roman Reigns comes back, Tammy says, and a lot of people are feeling that. So listen, I've already had a question about could Roman show up in the Rumble. I have not heard anything to that effect. There was a picture posted of him and someone, a baseball player or something. They were hanging out. And listen, not to, be all like that. Either Roman had his hair pulled way back or Roman is losing his hair. I don't know what's going on with him. I assume he's having chemo, but I don't know. Do not quote me on that because I don't know. I'm not getting into his business. I'm not looking into that kind of stuff. Do you know what I'm saying? So I don't know what's going on with that. But could he make an appearance? If you're Roman, wouldn't you want to come back when you're ready to get back in the ring? That's just me talking. Do I think L.I. Drake will ever be in WWE? Mitchell, at this point, I'm going to be in WWE, and so are you, because they hire everybody. Make 5 minutes of a name for yourself. Maybe that's not fair. That's like disrespecting the cats they are bringing in. I don't mean anything by that. But as we said before, WWE is collecting talent. They're in the business of collecting talent. That's what they do. So, yeah, I could see Eli Drake in there. Eli is a good worker. Put his time in. Deserves a good run in WWE if he wants to be there, sure. And he was, so Chip says he was there. Refresh my memory, Chip, because I'll be honest with you, I blanked on that. People is getting snippy, yo. Everybody calm down. Peace and love, Jack. That's what it's all about. Too much hate in the world. Okay, Jeff's got some wisdom. Want to hear this? Let's just say Finn beats Brock. Is that Brock? Which I hope it happens. Does the no guarantee rematch clause apply to Brock? Interesting. Maybe, Jeff, but to your point, Finn would never not give the guy a rematch because he's a stand-up babyface. Mark says Becky Lynch irritates him. Holy cow. Mark ain't falling for it, folks. Leo Rush, future champion. Leo Rush? What? Future champion of what? Cruiserweight champion? Sure. Jimmy says Roman looks sick. Go check his Instagram. He has a picture with his uncle and he doesn't look the same. He's going through hell, man. He's going through hell for sure. I mean, the guy's entitled to get better. I hope he does get better. I want him back, to be honest with you. If for no other reason, to shut everyone up. Just saying. Chris, I'm assuming you're asking about Batista. Anything could happen. I don't know. I still think there's outside possibility it could be Triple H and Batista at WrestleMania 35. But that's just me talking. If that's the case, I'll probably get that thing started fairly quick. At least sometime in February, if not the night after the Rumble. We'll see. Let's see. Okay, so what's your picks? Did you guys pick Balor? You got Lesnar? You got somebody for me? Who do you think, man? Roman, absolutely babyface. Absolutely. Christopher says, is that bad? I'm kind of glad Roman's not. No, I get where I get it. I don't think you're being malicious toward the guy at all. I get where you're coming from. What's the real reason Braun's not fighting Brock? Okay, Tequila, to your point. The rumor and scuttlebutt is that Braun was not ready. But the rumor is that Braun has been ready for a long time, but the plan was always to get Finn in this spot. Now, whether or not you believe that, I don't know. People who say they believe that and that they know, I know this to be true. How? I had this debate last week with someone online. How do you know anything? I see words like certainly and will happen and absolutely, and I'm thinking, I'm not behind the curtain. I can give you my best guess, which I've done for 9 years this year online. Try to give you my best guess, my best analysis. That's all I can do. Do you know what I mean? Okay, so I gave him this push to take it away. It makes no sense, right? Ray, it's WWE, Jack. I don't know what we expect from this company. They do a lot of stuff to make you go, wait a minute, what? You ever just cover your head and your face and like, oh my God, what just happened? Oh. Anyway, I see your point. I'm not arguing with you, but at the same time, man, come on. It's WWE. They do wacky stuff all the time, man. It's how they roll. So, Braun interferes to help Finn win. Yeah, I agree with that. I think he could. Leads to Braun and Brock for a match without a title, which would be kind of odd, but yeah, sure. Braun pins him and proves I could have won the title from this guy. Maybe. And it sets up Seth and Finn. Let's see. The Bullet Club reunion beats down Brock when the ref is down to help him win. Maybe. I'm not going to say no to any of this. It would make sense if it happened. I can tell you I don't think it will. But no, it would make sense to me if it did. Okay, let's go ahead and get to the both Rumble matches since we've kind of already talked about this stuff like crazy. Let's get to the hey here on the screen so I can tell you what in the world is going on. Okay, the 2019 Royal Rumble men's match. Are you ready? Here's the superstars confirmed for the match so far. Here we go. John Cena, Randy Orton, Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins, Samoa Joe, Drew McIntyre, Kofi Kingston, Big E, Xavier Woods, New Day, Apollo Crews, Baron Corbin, Elias, Jinder Mahal, Jeff Hardy, Bobby Lashley, Titus O'Neil, Andrade, not to be confused with Andrade Cien Almas, Rey Mysterio, Mustafa Ali, and R-Truth. He earned the coveted number 30 spot. And he probably won't show up. I don't know. I'm just guessing. Those are the confirmed superstars. Is there any of those guys you think is going to win? Nail me down right now and say, Tom, I dare you to give me a prediction. I double dog dare you. Seth. Wouldn't it be something if Dean won? Look out. That'd be something else. I think it'll be Seth. It sets up Seth versus Finn. If Finn manages to beat Brock, which is not written in stone either. But it makes sense because as all you cats have said already, it's a title that Finn didn't lose. Seth is the one that put Finn out, ruined his main event run, his main event glory and hopes of glory and stardom and all that hoo-ha, Perfect backstory. Okay, so, Michael's got Cena. Holy cow. Now, listen, whether or not Cena's going to be there, there's a rumor going around that Cena's injured. Maybe it's a work. Maybe it's not. That's what's being said. Supposedly, Lars Sullivan was supposed to injure him. Someone earlier suggested Lars shows up in the Rumble. Maybe he will. The latest on Lars, to my knowledge, this is the only thing I got for you folks, is that Lars suffered some sort of attack. He was sent home from TV. It was, first they said it was an anxiety attack, then they said it was a panic attack, or it could be, I don't know. It's all really hazy right now. The fact is that a person's mental health is nothing to screw with. You guys know that, right? We're all enlightened in 2019, or at least a big majority of us are. A lot of us aren't because, judging from what's going on in the country right now, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, okay? But a lot of us are enlightened. We understand that, how you are in here and in here is just as important as how you are on the outside, okay? So it's nothing to be fooled with. You should know that better than anybody at this point in time, judging from past history, okay? So all the best to Lars. I want to see this guy come back. Marvin Allowed correctly described him as a Jack Kirby drawing come to life. That should be on Lars' tombstone. When the day comes, 80 years from now, whatever, that should be on his tombstone. Here lies Lars Sullivan. He was a Jack Kirby illustration come to life. And Mars should get compensated for that because he came up with it because it's brilliant. You know what I'm saying? Someone just threw Velveteen Dream at me. There's rumors of Velveteen Dream being there. WWE.com has recently run a poll asking which one of these NXT superstars you'd like to see in the Royal Rumble. Ha! Velveteen Dream was on there. Aleister Black, Gargano, Ciampa, I think someone else. Wow, they're just flat out going to throw it to you, huh? Just going to throw you the bait and hope you take it. I love Dream. I want to see Dream there. People get all bent out of shape. Well, Dream's making too much noise. He's ruffling feathers. Vince isn't happy. My head starts to hurt when I think too much about this stuff, so everybody just relax. Let me take a Tylenol and get back to you. Here's the deal. I don't believe for a flat second you can believe, or I, or anyone else for that matter, can believe anything that comes out of any sort of rumor or speculation. Speculation as it pertains to if WWE is truly behind something or not, or if they even know about something. This is a pro wrestling company, folks. Their job, the way they do business, is to work their audience, is what they do. They work me, they work you, they work all of us. Now, hopefully they're not working the boys or the girls, okay? But if they are, shame on them, right? But their job is to work you. How do you know this whole thing with Dream on social media saying he wants more, he should be on the roster, Hogan knows his name, all this stuff? How do you know all that's not been told to him already? How do you know someone behind the scenes hasn't said, listen, hit Twitter, make it happen. Let's milk this thing. Get your name out there. Let's start doing this. Plant some seeds. How many of you out there believe that WWE doesn't actually run the Twitter accounts for some of these superstars? How do you know? You ever read the tweets from some of these guys and you're like, they would never talk like that? I'm not saying that's what's happening. I would not be shocked by that. Pamela just said CM Punk for some crazy reason. Punk's not going to be in the Rumble. He's not going to be there. Love Punk, not going to be there. So, let's see. Joshua asking if any truth behind AEW's reached out to sign Punk. Supposedly they have reached out. Supposedly they've made an offer. But if Punk had accepted, my friend, you would know it by now. Because they probably would never be able to keep that secret. They could try. Don't know if they would succeed. Because somebody would say something to somebody somewhere. And then they'd go sell that information to a website and get money. That's just me talking. Sandy says, let's talk surprise entrance. So who do you think... real quick, Tim says, what's your thoughts on AEW being a legitimate competitor to WWE in a few years? I don't see it, Tim. I just don't see it. Not a legitimate competitor. Nah, I don't see it. A legitimate player in the business. Sure. A legitimate foothold in the industry. Absolutely. Compared to WWE, no chance. WWE is too entrenched. They're too established. There's just no chance. Had the Monday Night Wars not ended the way they did, had WCW started gaining steam again, and we were still talking about WCW, I think you'd be looking at a very different industry. But that's just not the case, and it'll never will be the case again. And I wish Cody and the Bucks all the success in the world. If you ask them right now if they want to compete, they're going to say, well, it's not about competing. We just want to do this because it's an itch. We have to scratch it. We want to do something different, provide something new for the boys. Our heart's in this. It's our dream. There you go. I don't think that WWE's name would even come up. Let's see. Jenna says, I heard Hogan's going to be in the Rumble. Jenna, bite your tongue, clean out of your mouth. Because I don't want to see that. And if you're right, shame on you. Because I don't want you to be right. Okay, so people are talking about Kofi. Kofi's got some say. Yeah, absolutely, man. So, I wrote a piece on that the other day, too. Good stuff. Sandy, you're going nuts on me. Let's talk surprises. We're trying. They keep distracting me. Talk to them, not me. Who do you think? So we threw Velveteen Dream's name out there. EC3. Someone said EC3 could show up. I could see that 100%. Lars could still show up. Never know. Maybe he shows up, targets Cena, destroys him. Who knows? We'll see what happens. But yeah. Sandy said RVD. God help us all. No disrespect. I don't want to see that. Jeff says he's ready to see the New Day split up. Again, Jeff, bite your tongue. Clean out of your head. I wouldn't be shocked if it happened. Yes, Abyss is heading to WWE. But not to wrestle, supposedly. Goldust. Okay, cool. I'd buy that. Sure. Goldberg. Jim Channing Goldberg. Goldberg, there's so much physical toll it takes on a man's body at that man's age. And Goldberg is not getting any younger. I'd love to see him. But, we don't know. We'll see. Going to be fun to find out. Aleister Black, Mitchell says, sure. Why not? What else we got? If anyone should be worried about AEW, it would be Impact and ROH. Perhaps. Sure. Morrison. Man, Morrison's been all over the world, hasn't he? He's been Johnny Everything. That's his next name is Johnny Everything. It's good stuff. Keith says Royal Rumble's on his birthday. Happy birthday, Keith. Can't wait if Finn. Wow, that'd be the best birthday ever. Keith, everybody wish Keith a happy early birthday. Can you do that for me? Miss Lopez says Gargano surprise entrant. I would go for that. James Storm. He tried for like 5 minutes and then left. Follow the buzzards, Michael says. So maybe we are talking Bray Wyatt. It'd be about time, wouldn't it? Let's get on to this women's match and we'll move on to TakeOver. Sound good? Let's go ahead and talk about the Women's Royal Rumble match. Okay? Women's Royal Rumble match, and then we'll give our prediction and we'll move on to TakeOver. Okay, so here we go. Here are the confirmed superstars for the Women's Royal Rumble match. In no particular order. Well, the order it's in front of me. There you go. Here we go. Ready? Natalya, Bayley, Ember Moon, Lacey Evans, Alexa Bliss, Ruby Riott, Sarah Logan, Liv Morgan. That's the Riott Squad to you, folks. Mickie James, Alicia Fox, Mandy Rose, Sonya Deville, Zelina Vega, Charlotte Flair, Naomi, Tamina, Peyton Royce, Billie Kay, Dana Brooke, Lana, Nia Jax, Nikki Cross, and at the 30th spot, the coveted 30th spot, Carmella. It's not just candy bar anymore, folks. It's a potential future SmackDown Women's Champion. So, who you got in this match? Ray says Ember Moon. So does Jason. Nikki Cross says Chris. Jimmy says, Wyatt changed his character. I heard. God, I hope not. Harry is always late. Harry, shame on you. It's all good, bro. You got like 10, 15, 20 minutes. You're all good, man. Hang out with us. Nikki Cross in the Final Four doesn't win. I'd see her getting to the Final Four, absolutely. Mark says, I hope Bayley deserves a push. Just me. Maybe, yeah. Let's see. James Storm is actually over here in Australia. Hey, all right. Nice. I missed your comment. I apologize. These things go by 100 miles an hour. Ember Moon gets her push. Do you like Ember? Do you guys like Ember a lot? I'm not, I don't not like her. I kind of am not sold on her. The thing she does when she comes out and when the music cues and she goes, ah, and screams. Okay. I don't know. I don't know if I feel it. I've said before, and this is me splitting hairs into many different hairs, to many smaller hairs, because that's kind of what I do. Okay? I'm sorry. It's who I am. I see a difference in a person who feels the character, believes it, and a person who's playing it. To me, Ember Moon is playing this character. I don't think it's her. I think she's playing this character. Nikki Cross is her character. Make sense? If that's being unfair to Ember, my apologies. I didn't say I didn't like her. I do like her. I just don't know if I'm sold on it. Nikki is so much more convincing, so much more believable. And maybe it's easier for Nikki. I don't know what Ember's supposed to be. Ember's got like red eyes and like howls at the moon and stuff. And I guess she's a wolf. I don't know. I don't know if she knows. I don't know if they know. Okay? But we all know Nikki Cross is, off her rocker. So, yeah. So let's see. Lita holds on by the phone. Oh, good Lord. Her mic work is trash. Talking about Ember? Yeah, it's a little rough. So let's see. R-Truth going to try to end the Women's Royal Rumble at 30. Oh my God, Steven, you have just won the No prize for episode number 121 of Tom Clark's Main Event. Watch your mailbox, my friend. It's on the way. Perfect. Steven called it. You're probably not the first guy to think of this, but you're the first guy to think of it that I've talked to, folks. Steven done went and said the thing. He done went and said that thing we all wanted to hear that we didn't know we wanted till just now. R-Truth shows up at the 30th spot in the Women's Royal Rumble. He gets in the ring. They're all standing there going, why are you here? And he like squares up like this, and they're like, they all gang up and throw him out. Wouldn't that, or he shows up and they all just have a dance break and then they throw him out. I'm all about that all day long and twice on Sunday. Sandy said that. Hey, okay, cool. Sandy said it too. Everyone tells Sandy that was a good job as well. Okay, so Paul says he's excited to see Miss Bliss back. Paul, you're the only one, Paul. You're the only one. I'm kidding. I don't dislike her. I'm not a huge... Oh, it's Alexa. Let's all clap. I don't know. Yes, Brenda, same here. I love me some truth as well. Who's your pick in this? We've already talked about Ember like crazy. Anyone think Lacey Evans has a chance in the very warm place down below your feet? I don't know. If you believe in that sort of thing. Lacey Evans, I don't know. I think that Lacey Evans very heelish. Lacey Evans is a heel. Okay, I don't care. This thing, she's very entitled and kind of like has more money than you do and sophisticated. That's kind of heel. That's kind of like, Donald Trump kind of heel. I don't care. Come at me. Nuclear, baby. So yeah, nuclear heat. I don't care. Whatever. Doesn't make a difference to me. So, everyone relax. It's just wrestling. Calm down. So, yeah, I don't think I see her as a babyface. Just me talking. Someone's hitting me with something here. I am so, I'm not a hater. Relax. I'm not a hater. I'm a criticizer. There's a difference. Okay, so, anyone else? God, here we go with the Dean Ambrose comparisons again. AJ Lee. Andrew wants AJ Lee. I love AJ Lee. Legit. I love AJ Lee so much. Punk would probably choke me out if he knew it. I'm saying. But, no, I don't see her ever coming back. That's just me talking. Lacey Evans versus Becky Lynch. The lady versus the man. Interesting. Bianca Belair, surprise entry. Could be. Please bring back WCW. Rodney, my friend. WCW had a chance. They blew it. They got themselves to blame. Joy Giovanni. Interesting. Got some old school names happening here. Jeff says Ruby wins. Hey, everyone listen to Jeff. I like Ruby a lot. Good hand. Really good hand. Let's see. Jenna says, I don't think Alyssa deserves all the screen time she gets. I'll agree with that. Sure. I don't know about rumors about Ray coming back, but I wouldn't be surprised. Sure. Lead in the Rumble, I'd go for that. CM Punk is coming. I'd be shocked. Don't think it's ever going to happen. Riaz? Eva Marie. Oh, God, please no Eva Marie. Please no Eva Marie. I can't take any more Eva Marie. I had all I could stand of Eva Marie. For sure. Thank you, Will. Thank you, Will. What's up? Batista to win. We're back to the men's Royal Rumble. Okay. We ain't got a lot of time left. I have terrible diction, terrible English right now. We're going to get on to the NXT TakeOver Phoenix card. Good news, there's not 47 matches like there is on the Rumble card. We've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to talk about. Let's do this, shall we? Matt Riddle versus Cassius Ohno. Cassius Ohno, or Chris Hero to the layman. Riddle wins. Think that's a pretty easy one to call. Ohno's good talent. Always has been, always will be. Good solid hand. Riddle can learn a lot from him, and I'm sure he already has. Riddle's going over. Pretty sure we can all agree on that. NXT Tag Team Champions, the Undisputed Era versus the War Raiders. I'm gonna throw this at you. Tell me what you think. I think the War Raiders win the Tag Team Championships on this night. I believe that's going to happen. That's me talking. I love Undisputed Era. They killed it in 2018. They say 2019 is going to be their year. Ohno should win. I dislike the bro thing. Yeah, Isaac, me too. Can't stand it. Sandy's going with Undisputed Era. You believe the Undertaker will not be wrestling? I don't believe. I don't know, Don. I don't know. Don't know. If you're gonna do it, AJ versus Taker. I'm calling it right now. AJ Styles versus Undertaker at WrestleMania 35. Taker doesn't have to do a thing. It'll be the easiest match Taker's wrestled in years. No doubt. No doubt. Because AJ will do all the work. The Phenom against the Phenomenal One. I'm calling it right now. Ms. Lopez says Riddle is annoying. Could be. Let's see. Taker couldn't hang. Mark, it's not about whether or not Taker can hang. Taker wouldn't have to go 100 miles an hour. AJ will. Do you know what I'm saying? I see where you're coming from. But no, I don't think it has to go in that direction. Jenna says, I think Undisputed Era will split. Well, Jenna, everything, all good things must come to an end. Yes, it will happen eventually. I don't know when it's going to happen, but yes, it will happen eventually. I think that has a potential to end perhaps before the New Day does. I could be wrong. Could be the Undisputed Era shows up. Can you imagine if the Undisputed Era showed up on WWE's main roster? All 4 of them. Think about that. We thought it was huge when Ambrose, Rollins, and Reigns showed up as the Shield. What if the Undisputed Era comes to the main roster as the Undisputed Era? Now here's my issue. Do you come in and run as Shield 2.0? Because I got news for you. You guys are going to hate me for saying this. You can't put the Undisputed Era around too many great big guys because they're going to look like small people. Really small people. No disrespect meant because I love all 4 of these guys. I do. But I have to be honest. You couldn't put them against Braun. You couldn't put them around Big Show. You couldn't put them around who else you got? Lashley. Be tough. They're small. You can't fight that, right? I'm just making a point. I don't know if that matters to anybody right now. I just think from logistics perspective, seeing that in the ring, I don't know. Of course, who could buy Rey Mysterio versus Batista? But it worked. Well, it shows you what I know about that. This is my opinion. Sandy says Nexus 2.0. Hot take. Yeah, Miss Lopez, I agree with you there 100%. Ooh, Jason says Adam Cole sucks. Are you trying to say, Jason, Adam Cole, baby, sucks? Here's the issue I have. And again, Tom takes a hair, splits that sucker into a million tiny little other hairs. That's what I do. I don't like the whole Bebe thing. It's catchy. He's a heel. Shut up. He's a heel. The minute the crowd wants to do it, what he should do is go, Adam Cole. And it's just as he's about to say it, they say it, and then he goes, stop it. Like, you know what I mean? Because he doesn't like the crowd. Because he's a heel. Sorry, I'm old school. That's how I feel. Let's see. I want to see Drew as champ, but not as a heel. Good luck on that, my friend. Okay, so let's finish up the Takeover card here, folks. Let's get your take on the next thing. Match of the night coming up, I believe. Match of the night. North American Champion Ricochet versus Johnny Gargano. Johnny Wrestling. Johnny Entertainment. Johnny Evil. Johnny Bad A. What you want to call him today? So, I got Gargano in this one. I think he's beating Ricochet, in my opinion. Or Ciampa loses title to Black. Back to Black. Back to Black? Back in Black? There you go. Then we see DIY reunion made official. That's my take. This match is going to steal the show. Ricochet is in the business of stealing shows. 100%. Santa says Ciampa helps Johnny win. I don't know. Would you see Ciampa that on the card right there when he's going to be in the main event? I'm not discounting your idea, but I think that would be a tough sell for me. Johnny Universe. I love it. Good stuff. I'm okay with the Abyss signing. I think he'll be a help backstage for sure, Corey. Johnny and Tommaso both lose and get moved to main as DIY. Wouldn't that be a step back for them? Not in terms of working together, but in terms of, have they already kind of been there and done that as a team? What could you see them show up at the main roster as DIY and the cute little DIY stuff and music, and they're both like super crazy heel? I don't know, man. We'll see. Gargano needs to finally win a championship. I'll give you that with Miss Lopez, 100%. Johnny Takeover. I like it. Ian. I'm going with, okay, God bless. I want to go with Ricochet, but I'm going to go with Gargano in this. My take. So, there we go. We got 2 left, folks. The NXT Women's Championship, Shayna Baszler versus Bianca Belair. Can I ask you a question? Are you feeling the whole bouncing when she comes to the ring and the hair thing? When she does that thing? I don't know what I'm doing. That's the poor white guy's version of what she does, which is much better than what I'm doing. She's up again it, as they say here in the South. Don't hate. Go ahead and hate. It's fine. I know where I'm at. So, I don't know if I'm feeling that. I don't know if I'm feeling that at all. Sandy says he feels it. Dude, it's Sandy. Listen, I'll do apologies. You're okay. I don't want to say male or female and screw everything up. Don't want to gender type you. But Sandy, I'm just playing with you. Sandy's got a point. Says he feels feels the whole thing of Bianca. I can't say I don't dislike her. Listen, I've been nailed down before. Talking about, why don't you just go ahead and say it? How come you got to be, middle of the road? I'm middle of the road. I can tell you that who I like, who maybe I don't like as much, but I'm not going to sit here in the judgment chair, as it were, and pass judgment on people and tell you this guy's crap, or this guy should have the title. I don't know that stuff. I don't know. I can tell you what I think of their work. That's all I can do. I want everyone in this company to be successful. I do. I want everyone to make a whole bunch of money and that company to continue to make a whole bunch of money so it stays around for a good long time. I'm a wrestling fan. It's what I want. I want the same thing for Impact and ROH and Lucha Underground and New Japan and AEW. Straight up. That's how I feel. So, there you go. Jason says Bianca Belair is overrated and too much hype. A lot of people are saying that. They're working into the storyline, aren't they? I think it's working. It's working. It's become the tagline for her career right now. Makes sense. Makes perfect sense. Bianca's hair is unique. I have questioned whether or not... See, the ref can't really call that a disqualification. Wouldn't it be funny if they start checking her ponytail? Oh my God, wouldn't that be great? Like, Thunderfoot back in the day, they would check his boot because the Thunderfoot always loaded the boot. You guys, NWA fans? I'm not talking about the rap group. They're cool too. I'm talking about the promotion. Same. So, yeah, they should. Let's see if her hair's loaded. I would love that. She's got bricks rolled up in there and stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Good question. It's part of her body, so yeah. So, there's some friction going on about whether or not Brock is the paper champ. Interesting. I'll let you folks discuss among yourselves. I'm just asking. Would it make sense to check the ponytail? Let's check the ponytail. Amber calling me Dean again. That's good stuff. I love the Dean stuff. That's cool. Okay, we got one more match for Takeover. We didn't pick Baszler and Bianca. Baszler's winning, right? We don't think Belair is actually going to win the title, do we? Anyone out there believe that? I'm just asking. Don't know. I don't know until I know. So, okay. I'm going to go with Baszler. There you go. One match left for the title. For all the glory, the gold, the gusto, the guts, the gravitas. All the good stuff. Tommaso Ciampa versus Aleister Black. NXT Championship. Okay, so this is going to be good. This is going to be possibly great. This could be a match of the year candidate. Me talking. Don't know who's going to win. I would say the good smart money's on Ciampa winning. I think Ciampa will win. At the same time, I wouldn't be surprised if Black wins. Here's the thing about a lot of stuff in NXT. It's crazy hard to call. It's crazy hard to predict, which is good. I like surprises. I like it when stuff is crazy hard to predict because that means they're keeping it interesting. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's a negative. Maybe that's a, well, listen, Tom, if you can't see the path in front of you, that means they haven't done a clear job laying out the path. No, I just think there's more options in that company and there's more ways to go than there is on the main roster, where in the main roster it's A, B, C, and D. In NXT, it's A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. You see what I'm saying? It seems like you've got more room to breathe. So, let's see. Black for the win. Match of the night, Alma says. I'll go for that, sure. Ciampa wins. Black goes to the Rumble and wins it. Can you imagine if Aleister Black walked into the Royal Rumble and won it? And then challenges Daniel Bryan for WWE Championship? Wouldn't that be something? I wrote a piece that we'll publish on the Chairshot this weekend, speculating all kinds of crazy stuff. One of the things is I think the headline was something about the Royal Rumble. Will it be a shocking twist or just routine road to WrestleMania? In other words, is it going to be exactly what we expect? Are they going to throw a wrench in the machine? Be interesting to see if they did. Ciampa wins Black and Royal Rumble. I'll go for that. Crazy if Omega shows. Mark, I don't think you're going to see Omega Sunday. Under contract to New Japan through the end of January is what I was told. And to be honest with you, it could be February. Maybe it is February. I can look that up. Because now I'm thinking maybe it is... This moment of typing brought to you by Tom Clark's Main Event. Okay, so. All right. We're going to click on this website that I'm not going to tell you who it is because I'm going to advertise it. Because, they can go advertise themselves. So supposedly January 2019. So the end of the month. There again, folks, never say never. Anything can happen, right? I don't know. We'll see. I think we've covered everything, man. Usually when we lose this many people watching the show, that means it's about time to take it home. We've been going an hour here. Yes, an hour. Move, Tom. Sometimes the thing gets stuck. Just a hair over an hour. Cherie says only way Black doesn't win is if Ciampa gets some kind of outside help or a DQ. Yeah, I'll go with that. So how are we feeling? Are we excited for this weekend? Do we think it's going to be a good event, a good show, a good 2 nights? I think so. I will be should be covering NXT TakeOver on Saturday night for ProWrestling.com. So check that out if you want to. If you will, I'd appreciate it. I'll be covering the Royal Rumble Fallout on Monday on various different places. Hopefully you will tune in for that. Yes, I'm excited as well. Thanks, Isaac. Thanks for hanging out. Okay, folks, I think that's all we've got for you. Listen, before everyone splits on me and starts clicking off, remember, if we're not friends on the Facebook, send me a message in Wrestling Rumors Instant Messenger. I will send you a friend request. Not a notification. That's silly. I'll send you a friend request. Sound good? Sounds great. That's all I got for you. I hope you've enjoyed this episode of Tom Clark's Main Event. Thanks for hanging out with us once again. Hopefully we got to everyone that we could. If we missed anyone, my apologies. We'll talk to you next week. Thank you, Mark. Appreciate it. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate that. Hanging up. Thanks for hanging out. Enjoy the shows Saturday and Sunday. I know I will. I'm going to love the crap out of it. Now, despite what happens, I'm going to get something out of it. I'm going to be entertained. Can't wait. That's what I love. By the way, next Friday we'll be talking about some New Japan stuff in addition to the Royal Rumble review, because your boy's going to see the New Japan show in Charlotte next Friday. I'm pumped up to see that. Can't wait. No, there's not going to be any Japanese stars on hand. It kind of sucks. Thanks, Mitchell. Thanks for hanging out. But we're still going to have fun, me and the kid. So, listen, thanks for hanging out, man. I appreciate it. Thanks for love. Thanks for talking. And for, as always, being fans of the show and giving me the time of day. I greatly appreciate it. Thanks for everything. And that's all I got for you, man. Everybody have a great weekend and enjoy the shows. We will see you next time on Tom Clark's Main Event.